afternoon, we're still melting. Ah, bah, bah. We are still melting. And we are here to carry on with the cobble and lag the hell out as Substance pulls its finger out of its ass. This heat is killing everyone, including my computer, apparently. Ah! Blah. Question to myself, what does Dawn Trail's pre-order actually give you again? At this point, I don't know if it's worth me doing that. I'm not gonna be playing Dawn Trail for a while, so I don't know if pre-ordering is even worth it at this point. What is the pre-order bonus? Pre-order bonus is a minion, the earring, and early access. Oh no. Nah, I think that is worth it. I know the 30% XP earring is nice, but it's fine. Casually has a conversation with a friend about FF in another window. I mean, I'm gonna get it eventually, so should I just get the pre-order and then I've got the 30% earring, which is useful? So now I'm gonna look again. What's the Dawn Trail pre-order bonuses? Hi everybody, I just went live and then immediately in doing something else. Hi Pyra! How you doing? Oh, of course I need my OCP. I have to check that. Oh, I do, okay. There we go. I don't know what to do with myself without Final Fantasy. Download Guild Wars! Being into pre-ordering Dawn Trail. It's not that I want to It's not that I'm gonna play it because I'm not caught up. It's literally the earring. I'm basically I'm debating with a friend in another chat of do I get it to get the earring because 30% is a decent increase. And I don't have any of the ones from the previous ones because I didn't pre-order any of the previous ones, but yeah. Yeah, they're giving you one for every it's always been 30%. The Alamegan one for Stormblood, the Aetherite one for Shadowbringers, the Minfina one for Endwalker. So they've given you one for like every expansion. So it's basically, do I want the 30% XP earring? Basically. Lying! Hello! Hello! Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. What were you up to? I hope you're looking after yourself in this heat. It is very warm. Please make sure you are drinking enough water and looking after yourself. What? Let me do the old typey. There we go. It is currently tolerable, high but tolerable. I feel that. Mood. I feel that. Sea of Thieves? Pyra, thank you for gifting us up to Lying. That's very sweet. You were playing Sea of Thieves? How did it go? Wow. We're currently texturing our little Kobble guy that we've made. They're looking pretty decent. Add a little bit of highlight on the shoulders, maybe here on the back, so that the light is catching just here. Ah, substance. Supposed to have a think about everything. took Gate Streamer Friend to the highest level quest in the game. It was Cinematic Chaos. Yes, excellent. We love it. We love it. Here-ish, I think. Just a tiny highlight there, and then we're just gonna blur the heck out of it. Hi, Nemo! It's the project today. We're texturing this boy. We're texturing them. They had no color when we started, and we're just giving them a bit of life. Just a little hint of highlight where the sort of like shoulder blades are. So this is what we're doing. We've mostly been talking about Final Fantasy because the new expansion is dropping imminently. Looks like he's been surprised in a cartoon, yes. Yes, the exploded kobold, which is common practice for texturing purposes. You pull all the parts out so that when you're trying to paint on them, you're not accidentally, like, getting paint on the wrong section. Because if I were to go up here, you would sort of try to have a brush selected. You would get the brush all up the side of the horns, and you wouldn't want that. So we have our exploded version over here so that you can paint the top of the head nice and clearly without getting paint on the horns. So yes, very common practice. Them legs be looking nice. This here needs a bit more smudging. It almost looks like it got accidentally erased. I don't know how that happened. Speaking of FF, I'm sad I couldn't reach the end of the MSQ. You gave it a damn good try. You should be proud of how far you got. You gave it a damn good try. This feels kind of extreme here. A bit more subtle. If you want to do something, Guild Wars 2 exists. Yeah, I'm going to be playing Guild Wars 2 tomorrow. Guild Wars 2 is a great game. I don't know why people don't play it. D&D in 4 hours and 30 minutes? Yes. Looks at clock, yes. I'm going to be playing Guild Wars tomorrow. It is a lot more casual. It is a lot more casual. Doesn't mean the story still didn't make me cry. But frankly, it doesn't take much to make me cry. Right, so unfortunately I had to erase the shading that I did on this fin, because when I finished stream and zoomed out, I realised that the symmetry wasn't turned on and the other fin was completely blank, so I've had to erase it so I can do them both the same. I don't know at what point the symmetry got turned off, but the symmetry was not on, so I was not happy. Guys, did you know that Guild Wars is also free to play? Did you know? I've got to buy FF's expansion, I've got to buy Guild Wars expansion. Why are all the MMOs coming out with expansions? The hardest part in any Souls game is Dark Souls 1 when you cry forever because the puppy never recovered. Yes, this is true. I cry every time. I cry every time. Oh, I didn't realize they literally refer to, they literally are referring to all the previous expansions of as the Elder Dragon Saga, which apparently, this new one does not fall under, which makes sense. If you play through the story, you would understand why. So they're literally, wow, that means both MMOs are doing the same thing. Both MMOs are doing the same thing. They both finished their major story arc and are basically starting a new one. After 10 years. Hardest part of a Dark Souls game for me was going from Dark Souls 3, which is basically linear, to Elden Ring, which is open world, and having no idea what I was supposed to do. I've never played a Souls-like game. It's not my type of game, which is interesting considering I play Monster Hunter. Like, I tried it and I couldn't get into it, but Monster Hunter, I'm like, give. I'm so excited for Wilds, guys. I'm so excited for Monster Hunter Wild! Alright, my symmetry is definitely on this time. He gave up in the first zone, it was completely impenetrable to me, fair. I know, if I ever played a Souls-like, I feel like it would be one of those ones where I would have to, like, have someone shepherding me. Have someone shepherd me through it. in before Das makes Blue play Elden Ring with co-op mod. Ha ha! No. I have too many games to play! I'm not also playing Elden Ring! Canadians are doing it. You got a mod that blocks all the people that can rando join your game. Oh yeah, that's a thing that we can do. It's so. I know that you're referring to to like another couple of streamers, but it's so funny to me when you just go the Canadians. Those dang Canadians. Thank you. I'm gonna try to post about it tonight, but just a reminder, guys, that particularly on Friday, but also tomorrow, we are running a charity support thing. The big event, the whole event lasts like 5 days, I think. It's like today until Sunday, but my main day is Friday. But the dono link from me, because every person gets their own link, should be available tomorrow. So while we play Guild Wars and stuff tomorrow, we can have that going off. But also, on Friday, we won't be doing Kobble work. Sorry, Pirate. We will be doing an art stream where I will take drawing requests for charity donations, among other small things. So that's happening on Friday. If you guys want to be there for that, it would be very much appreciated. You can raise some money for a good cause. Do you want to play Guild Wars at some point? Let me know when you do, because I will be there. Look, I'm gonna say it. It suffers from the same thing that Final Fantasy does, which is that its weakest expansion, quote-unquote, is at the start. I'll admit that. Final Fantasy has the same problem, so if you can get through Realm Reborn, you can get through the base of Guild Wars. But you'll be happy to know that things like item levels will not hold you back. You can play as a flower or a cat or an elf or an alien. Correct. Everybody knows this at this point because I don't shut up about it. I really like Guild Wars because it doesn't have a subscription fee. Yes, you have to pay for the expansions, but you don't have to pay for the subscription. So you can just play it whenever, which is why I'm going back to it tomorrow. Or a human and a big human, yes. You know, if you're basic. Although I did make a human rogue for Delmara because I learned that they do have elf ears, but it's one of those things where it will come on the store in rotation. Because they don't have expansions, they have a cosmetic store instead. What MMO doesn't have a cosmetic store? And we're getting housing in this expansion! Playable races. Osura, Char, humans, Norn, and Sylvari. I tried, I should say, Guild Wars 2 years ago. Like, maybe played it for 2 days. Didn't get into it because I don't want to play it. When's it dropping? August, like, 20-something? In almost exactly 2 months. August 22nd. Two months. New expansion is dropping. Oh, August 20th, sorry, misread. That was when it was announced. Not the near future, no, we got 2 months before the new expansion. I'm playing Guild Wars because Final Fantasy is down, because I was playing through Final Fantasy story, but I've got a little bit of story to do on Guild Wars, so I was like, might as well get up to date. But yeah. Janthir Wilds, we get new zones, and surprisingly we get the spear proficiency, yes! We get changes to the War Claw, so we can use it out of PvP. New masteries, there's a legendary spear, new raids, new fractal, housing, homesteads are being added with a brand new customization setting. Homesteads! Yay! Hi, Voz! Means I need to do Guild Wars MSQ. Yes, that's what I'm doing tomorrow, basically. Three major quarterly releases, nice. So we get 3 patches. That's like the new recipe that they've gone with. Oh yeah, we get housing now. The Homestead feature is unlocked and developed through the associated mastery line as a place to express yourself, share space with friends, and access nodes and unlockable resources from your story home instance. Which I commented before was great because the home instance doesn't get used all that much. The home instance, you know what the home instance reminds me of? It reminds me of the freaking base that you had in Warlords of Draenor when people were like, "Oh my god, we get housing," and it wasn't that. It's like, yeah, you could customize it, but not in the way you want housing to be. But now we're getting actual housing. But I've never really done, and the thing about Guild Wars as well is that things like dungeons and raids and stuff aren't actually required to progress the story. There are dungeons tied to the story and stuff, but they're not mandatory to complete to progress the story. So I've not done a lot of dungeons, and I've done no raids in Guild Wars. Guild Wars 2 isn't really a grind, like 90% of the game is done in open world. Closer to 60. Kind of a shame. Yeah, I said the grind. The thing about Guild Wars is the grindiest part is at the start because they haven't increased the level cap. So once you complete the base game and you're at max level, you're just at the level to do the rest of the story. So you don't have to grind in that sense, but obviously you still have to get to max level. But again, these days, if you buy the new expansion, it's like, here, have a max character boost. You're at max level, go ham. So you can just use you can, as well as, because it's not locked to your level, in the sense of you can use the max level boost, but still play through like the level 10 story. So if you just don't want to do the level grind and purely do story, then just use the character boost they give you. Hello, Husk. Don't go not thinking Guild Wars, only people that do them are hardcore. I'm good. I'm very warm. It's very warm here. I had fun doing the dungeons when we did them. It's just we never really had like a full group like we do with Final Fantasy. And you do have to unlock some of them. So yeah. Heatwave is starting to cool off a little bit. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Is today the hottest day? It bloody feels like it. I check my weather app. Monday was the hottest, yeah. Yesterday was 28, today it says a high of 27, which we're basically at, and tomorrow it says 20. Yeah, tomorrow it's cooling down after today. 50% humidity killed me. Drink water. You know what Spook messaged me today? He said he got given 2 free ice creams at work, and I was like, bitch, I wish that was me. 2? 2? Look, it'll get as low as 16 degrees on Tuesday. Oh, please, yeah. It says it's gonna rain, which is gonna cool things down. Yeah, it says Tuesday 16, rain. Ugh. Honestly, but I mean, there's a lot of problems, but part of the problem is sleeping at night. Ugh. I woke up today and I was exhausted for morning stream. I was like, oh god, I must have got like no sleep. Been sleeping pretty rough, yeah. Spook's work lets him have 2 ice creams. Yeah, that's what he messaged me. He said he got 2 ice creams. I was like, what? I should message him and be like, so do you want to go back to your old job then? Is he liking the new job? I think he does like it. He's also said he definitely likes having every weekend off. He says he sometimes feels a bit meh because he doesn't his old work schedule, he would like sometimes only be in for 2 days. He would only sometimes be in for like 2 days and then have another day off. So he's like, I don't get that anymore. But he says he does enjoy getting the regular weekend of like I can plan stuff, and I can plan stuff every week if I want to. You can plan on grilling. Honestly, guys and barbecues. Spook never takes an interest in cooking, and yet we get the barbecue out and suddenly he sticks his nose in it, and I'm like, what is it? What is it? Is there something hormonal? Like, what is happening here? Fire good. Just like burning things. I love the smell of wood fire. I do like the smell of a wood fire as well. I do like the smell of a wood fire. Barbecuing is an art/hobby for guys. Well, the funny thing was that Spoo didn't do anything, he just stood there and watched. Angie was the one who was managing most of the food. But it was just very funny of me, of like, never really takes an interest when I'm cooking food, but when there was a barbecue, it's like, I'm gonna stand here and watch. It's the same as when a neighbour has their car hood up and the other guys just kind of gather around. You have a chance to try barbecue from a good pit, a neat way to barbecue, do it. I don't know if y'all have a pit. From a good pit. You mean like I mean, you can. People do have barbecue pits. In fact, I think my neighbour has a barbecue pit. I think he has a brick. I wonder if he uses it. Just checking my Twitter and just being like, look guys, if it's mandatory that when your friends complain that it's almost their birthday, it's mandatory that you make fun of them for being old, regardless of the fact if you're basically the same age as them. It's mandatory friend group behaviour. I don't make the rules. There we go, that looks nice. Barbecuing and fixing things punches the manly unga bunga button. I don't see the appeal of either really, but I'm Eldritch, so yes. We all know you don't understand gender, it's fine. Having said that, I love bun with sausage sizzle, so I still support charity. What's the question, Husk? Hi Rosa, welcome back. Probably time for like more horn shading. We did these two. So I guess we're gonna do this big one. Also, I can see that some shading has like ended up on there accidentally. How do you know your account is linked to another account? In what context? What account? Your Steam to your PSN account? Like, what account? Your Twitter to your Twitch? Like, what account? Oh, one of those, right. You can find them. I wouldn't say they're common, though. They exist. I tried to join the server on my Grange account, but it keeps saying unbanned. So I think my account is linked to it. Grange account? What? What is Grange? Google, right. The answer is I don't know. You'll have to go to Discord's help for that. I don't know. You'll have to go to Discord and ask. I already guess we're going to Guild Wars 2. There's other Discord one to play, but I never did. I think I saw that. I think I saw that, like, Besso and Marsh briefly were playing it. I know that part of the problem for some people with playing Guild Wars with me is that my account is on a American server for complex reasons. So I know that some people were like, we're all gonna play Guild Wars, and then it turned out they were all playing on European servers, and I was like, oh, damn. Shoot. I'm playing Guild Wars tomorrow. There was a bug on me. No, if my body can handle another MMO, it's fine. Help me. Wait, why are you asking me for help? I'm the one who's playing. I instigated this. I'm the one who's playing Guild Wars. Why are you asking me for help? I'm the one who runs the guild. And I use the term runs loosely because there's not really, no one's played it for like months, so there's not a lot to do. But we have a guild hall. It took us a while, but we actually got a guild hall. What server are we playing on? Borealis Pass? Borealis Pass? It's wild that I still remember that. Borealis Pass is where my account and the guild is. Which is a US. Yes. Core built a racetrack in the guild hall. To be fair, my Guild Wars will need to update for tomorrow. Oh, look at that! It needs to update. Let that do its thing, I guess. Look, as much as we joke, I know that Cole will probably immediately respond, I'm not joking, but it is a joke. If you don't want to play Guild Wars, then don't play Guild Wars, it's fine. You guys are about to lose your lives to the new Final Fantasy expansion, so I don't expect you to suddenly start playing Guild Wars. I'm only playing Guild Wars because the servers are down. You know, I said I would go back to Guild Wars for the new expansion, and I probably will, but that's not for a couple of months. It's going to ask me for authentication. Oh no, it didn't. Neat. Frankly, thinking about it, the biggest grind in Guild Wars isn't leveling, it's getting a mount. If you want the different mounts. They give you the raptor basically for free. After that point, there is a grind to get the other mounts. They're not needed, but they are very helpful. Actually, I think the Springer and the Skimmer are needed, but other than that, you don't technically need the Griffin and you don't technically need the Sky Scale, but it makes your life easier if you do, but you gotta grind to get them, so it's like, eh. Getting the raptor jump was such a grind. Well, that's just masteries. It's an MMO. There is grind if you look for grind. But hell, I'd be one of those people who would because I'm like desperate, frankly, to get some people to play. I'd even be like, hey, you can just watch a recap and play the new expansion if you want. I'm not gonna scream at you. It would be good if you played through it, because much like FF, it has feels, and you get, you know, you care more about the characters because you've gotten to know them. Is there an Aether current like mechanism? And if so, no. No. There are teleport points, but they're dotted all over the map. There are waypoints all over the map. I'm logging into Guild Wars now. God damn it. Behold, my various char and single human. Unfortunately, you cannot change class on the character, so you do have to pick which class you want. Blah. Yes. This is a bad map for an example, but if I go over here, all of the maps have these on them, and these are waypoints that you can just teleport to, provided you're not in combat. It costs a tiny amount of money, but it's tiny. It's a tiny amount of money. And most of the time I just fly anywhere anyway, because I like flying. Yeah, this is my char. This is a little thing. Unlocking the flying mounts takes a long time. Yeah, that's the bit that you don't get given the flying mount, so it plays out. But there you go. I have them all because I'm the mount person. This is my Griff. I love them dearly. Guild Wars' mount system is very different to every other MMO. I've always said this, I like their mount system because it feels like mounts have like weight and momentum. But they have stamina, so you can't just free fly. You see down here I've got a stamina bar. You can't just free fly forever. You do have to like navigate where you're going and let your mount take breaks. What? This turned into a Guild Wars stream. I'm going to be playing Guild Wars tomorrow, because I have story to do. But yeah, this is my character and this is my mount. And, hero journal. There's all the story. And I believe these are free. And all of these are the expansions. So this is where I am. I've done all of this, and I've got new things to do. This is where the grind is. You don't have to grind your level, you have to grind your masteries. But you don't have to worry about that if you're not going to be playing, basically. Anyway. At least the Skyscale grind is easier core because they give you one in the new expansion. In the current expansion, I should say, remember? We grinded getting the Skyscale the old way. You can get the Skyscale the new way. This is our guild hall. Don't mind the giant burning pillar, that's fine. Oh yeah, there's a dodge system. I've always said that Guild Wars combat is a way more active. Because you have dodge and you have stamina as well. So this is our guild hall. It's not even that upgraded a guild hall yet. Like, this building is still barren. Technically, this building should have stuff in it, but it's all barren and we haven't unlocked it yet. Yeah. This is my Griffin, it's my favourite mount. The Griffin does not have free flying, it is a, it kind of flies like Mario, and I say that in that you can go up and you can dive to get momentum and you will go faster the more you dive. And then you can go back up. So you want to be jumping off high things with the Griffin, but you can get some serious speed. There's some of Core's racetrack. Yeah, the Griffin's my favourite mount. Yeah, this is our guild hall. And we have a bunch of upgrades and stuff that we still need to buy for it. Our treasury of items. You very rarely use gold. You generally have to farm items for things. And we need lots of stuff. I haven't played in ages. Let me see if there's anything that I can upgrade right now. What upgrades are available for the tavern? Can we upgrade the tavern in any way? Requirements guild level 8. I don't know if our guild is level 8 yet. Oh, we've got no favour. Right. We've got no favour. We need shovels. We always need shovels. We have no favour. That's why I can't upgrade anything. Because in order to get favour, which is guild currency, you've got to do guild quests, which require you to have people online in your guild. But yeah, we always need shovels.
What can I do for you?
We need like 250. We need 50 shovels and we have 3. Anyway, that's our guild hall. Anyway. And you'll be happy to know that Guild Wars has fishing! And you get a boat to fish in! But I suppose that's unfair for me to be like, play this MMO, it has fishing, because it's like, when do you unlock fishing? You unlock it in like the third expansion. Why didn't you lead with that? Because you have to unlock it in like the 3rd expansion. It wasn't in the game by default. They added it in as a new expansion thing. I'm like, hey, you can go fishing now and you can get a fishing skin. If you turn up to stream tomorrow, I'll show you. Den's an absolute darling because she gets me Guild Wars treats and I love her very much. She's so nice. I just realised I haven't been catching any Pokemon today. Which is bad not to mention the Ghost Ship sooner. So, as I said, because Guild Wars doesn't have a subscription fee, it has a cosmetic shop instead. So all mounts and the boat have cosmetic skins, and that's what you pay the money for. So you get the standard boat like for free, but the skins are what cost money. So there's your regular fishing boat, and there's the haunted one that Core's talking about. And we played policeman! That was so stupid and fun. Was that clipped? Was that clipped? If it wasn't, that was a missed opportunity. Yeah, now they literally just released a speedboat skin. You can just make your boat a speedboat. And this is the boat that got bought for me as a gift. I have this one. It's very pretty. I have this boat.
Fail. Tom, what does your human bard do? Active perception check. It's a natural 20. Let's fucking go.
Do you want to see Core's griffin? Core, can I show them your griffin?
I feel it in my toes. These motherfuckers mean to harm us, and they got to go. So come on, get them now. You picked the wrong day to fuck around with my tight crew. So skipping it. I can perceive you. Here's what we're gonna do.
So I have this griffin, which was the one I just showed you. I've dyed it purple and gold, but by default it looks gorgeous. I also have the star griffin. The griffin is the only mount I have 2 skins for, which just shows you how much I love it. And where is he? What's his name? Lucent. It's one of the Tigris ones, right? Blazing Tigris. Artemis Tigris. Where is he? Jungle Heart. That's him, right? Look at this boy. This is Core's griffin. His cheeks have jiggle physics.
Yes. Don't.
His cheeks have jiggle physics. This is Core's griffin. They don't normally look like that. They added in a lynx griffin. Arcanine with wings. Yeah, it is. Look, this is what the Tigris is supposed to look like. This is the regular Tigris. And this is the chunky Tigris. And his cheeks have jiggle physics. Like they did it on purpose. And you can dye them, yes, you can dye them. Look at him! Look how round he is! Look how round he is! He's so round!
Hey guys.
And I need to see, does this have... The Fisher Lord! This is my favourite Springer skin.
Here, anyway. Here is the Fisher Lord.
Kingfisher! Kingfisher's my favourite bird. This is my favourite Springer skin.
It looks like.
It can't fly. Thunder Volpine, Howling Jackal. Jungle Heart Tigris.
Here is the Jungle Heart Tigris. With very short wings. That's intentional.
Look at him. Look at his cheeks.
It's got quite a squidgy face, does it not? Looks pretty good though.
Look at him.
Works well.
There you go. That's what Core's mount is. I can see that there. Hang on. Where's Core's? I see you. May I post a link? Yeah, go for it. Thank you for asking. I think inside because it's warm outside, yeah.
Yes, I've had an odd complaint, but on the whole, I've been a saint to those poor unfortunate souls. Well, man, they're like a lot of glamour. They think a girl who gossips is a bore. There's some land that's much preferred from ladies, won't just say a word. After all, my dear, what's I no prattle for? Come on, there, not all that impressive conversation. True gentlemen avoid it when they can. They don't insult fun on a lady who's withdrawn. It's she who holds her tongue who gets.
Oh, it's his belly that has the jiggle, not his cheeks. I forgot. His belly has jiggle physics. That's boy. It is inherently funny to me that we are trying to encourage people to play Guild Wars literal days before the new FF expansion comes out. Dyes aren't single use. Once you have it forever, yes. We have to strike all the Iron's heart. They're bored MMO players and we need more guilties. It's true. As I said, the only unsurprisingly in a game like Guild Wars, if you wanted to get, you know, there is a lot in the guild system. And as I just said, a lot of the stuff requires a guild currency, and in order to get that guild currency, you need to have active guild players because you have to do guild quests, which require multiple people. Which is why it took us ages just to get the guild hall. I was really happy when we finally got it. Because they're all instants, we don't have to worry about, like, losing it. We just have the guild hall now. It's not like we've got to pay rent. I thought so. I was like, this isn't painting on the surface I want it to paint, is it? What if they're adding a new guild hall, or if they're just doing housing? They didn't say that they were going to, and they didn't. They didn't in the last expansion. I feel like they don't need to if they're adding in housing. If they're adding in housing, are people really going to be that interested in the new guild hall? Crystal! Hi! We were just talking about Guild Wars! How you been? Did we ever figure out if you need to have the expansion the Guild Hall is in, is located in to go there? I don't believe you do, because it's a separate instance. Did you see the exciting stuff about the housing in yesterday's post? I didn't! There was a new post yesterday? Hold up. First look at homesteads. Woo!
Housing feature arriving at Guild Wars 2's next expansion, Janthea Wilds. ArenaNet calls Homestead the most player-friendly housing system in MMOs. Your home will exist as its own instance rather than being one of a limited number of plots in a larger district. So, unlike a game like Final Fantasy XIV, calls Homestead the most player-friendly housing system in MMOs.
Immediate! It isn't even a minute in, and they're just immediately like, gonna call you out.
Your home will exist as its own instance rather than being one of a limited number of plots in a larger district. So, unlike a game like Final Fantasy XIV, you won't get the same neighbourhood feel, but the benefits should be pretty obvious. You don't have to enter a lottery to claim your land, and there's no chance of getting evicted if you don't regularly log into the game. Instead, you just get access to your homestead naturally during the campaign. ArenaNet didn't go into too much detail about the story of the new expansion, but your new home is related to its new faction, the Lowland Kodan. The aesthetic reflects their cozy cabin vibe. So obviously the main draw with a player housing system is decoration, the ability to customize your space. But there are a couple of neat features built into the homestead. First off, they act as a sort of showroom for your in-game collection of skins and cosmetics. For this playtest, ArenaNet provided me with a preview account full of characters, all of them named after members of the PC Gamer team. Here they are now, just hanging out. In fact, any alts that you leave in the homestead will appear when you visit with another character.
Your alts appear in your homestead? Oh my god, that's awesome! Your alts can live in the homestead?
Up to 30 can sit around at a time. There's even a little cave over here with a bunch more of them. Your mounts are here too.
That actually makes me want to use my alts more.
You can find them
My
resting over the
mounts!
stables, meaning you at last have a way to enjoy the fancy jackal skin that you got. Because, let's be honest, how often are you actually using it in the game? And
Oh, poor jackal. Mount
compare
stable.
the mounts, it's pretty cute. If you hop on a mount, it leaves you stable, even if an alt was sitting on it.
That's
and if
funny.
we head over here behind the lumber mill and over to the pier, here's your skiff. It's a
Hey!
small touch, but having a home for your mounts and vehicles is a nice shorthand.
That's
for
a nice
finding this as
touch.
your own personal space. Okay, the fun little aesthetic touches are all well and good, but one of my first questions when ArenaNet was explaining the homestead system was about resource nodes. You see, Guild Wars 2 characters already have a little personal space for themselves. It's based in their starter cities, called a home instance. There's probably a bunch of players that have totally forgotten these even exist.
Yep.
But for some of us, it's a daily ritual to visit and gather materials from any resource nodes we've unlocked or purchased. All of those resources are now also available in your homestead.
Nice.
As are any of the cats you've discovered around the world and persuaded
Yay!
to move in with you.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Rosa, there is a. It doesn't give you anything except cats, but there is a cat like treasure hunt in Guild Wars 2 where you just look for cats, and if you find them, it adds them to your home.
All of it just carries over. There's also a neat little new option that should make the gathering ritual a little less onerous. If we head over to this box, there's just an auto-collect button, and it instantly
Game-changing.
completes any node attached to that building.
Game-changing.
This won't be available when Janthir Wars launches. ArenaNet plans to add it during one of the quarterly updates following the expansion's release. But
Okay.
even in the short term, the resource nodes here are much more efficient than in some of the home instances, by which I mean the Grove. Over in
That's
this building,
game-changing.
you will find the crafting bench that lets you create new decorations to customize your homestead. It's a completely separate system from the scribing profession used to decorate guild halls, but the benefit of that is it's going to be a lot cheaper to craft items. You will
Hey, so we don't have to. My question is, does it use up one of our crafting classes, or is it just its own separate
need to
thing?
convert some of your materials into a new homestead
Crafting.
crafting resource, and then combine it with some other resources to add that decoration to your library. I should say here, this is an early development build I'm playing, so there are a bunch of placeholder icons and text throughout the build. Don't worry if you see a little digging sign. Homestead crafting won't be tied to crafting XP at all. Instead, you'll unlock more advanced levels through the mastery system by
Ooh.
earning experience in the
Oh, it's a
expansion's new
mastery!
maps. Over 300 decorative items will be available when Janthir Wilds launches, with Arena.
That says to me it doesn't consume one of our things. It is a new. Oh, it does. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna use it though, because
Let's say
housing.
more will be added through festivals and quarterly updates to follow. In total,
Oh, of
there
course,
should
there's
be
gonna be
around
decorations in all the
800
events now.
decorations that will be craftable by the end of the expansion's update cycle. The majority of these will be earned in game.
Look at this
although, yes,
UI
some will
for
be exclusive to the
placing
Black Lion Gem Store.
things.
ArenaNet stressed to me any decorations bought either with real money or by converting your in-game gold into gems will give you multiple copies of that item to place automatically, and also a recipe so you can craft as many of that.
Hi,
item as you want
Hope.
in
Thank
the
you for
future.
gifting a
If you've
sub.
tried decorating a guild hall in the game, you'll know it's currently pretty basic. You grab a decoration, place it on the map, maybe spin it around a bit, but really that's it. For homesteads, the entire decoration system has had a pretty major overhaul. For the playtest, ArenaNet dropped me into a homestead that one of the developers had already started to decorate. Rather than a static prop, these houses over here are built from various floor tiles that have been repurposed as walls and roofing. The same with this lighthouse, which has been created from lots of individual
They built the lighthouse? Holy shit.
pieces all fitted together. Now when you go to place a piece and realise, oh god, that's way too big, you've got some options to turn it into what you want. There's multiple skills on the menu that let you change the position, the rotation,
Oh,
the
it's-
scale
oh,
of the
I was like,
item.
what is that?
Decorations can even be moved into the ground or into the air or into each other. So with a little work and creativity, you can make it fit your needs. It's a pretty robust set of tools. You can even realign the pop-up arrows to be pointed at the map's global X and Y axis, or locally based on the way the decoration is facing. And you can copy the scale and rotation of your last placed items, so you can more easily reuse tiles when you need to put a lot of them together for a desired effect. Even once they're placed, you can switch over to the modification menu and adjust.
Someone needs to show Nara in this,
giving you some power to fine-tune things after the fact. There's even a new X-ray vision mode, so that you don't lose items into the
oh my god, the fucking statue under the ground.
floor. You just pop it on and you can see a glowing item, even if it's through something else, and it lets you remove it more easily. Also, if you just need a different perspective while you're creating, just turn into a bee and fly around. I'm not the type of person who's going to go deep on creating some grand elaborate build, but even so, I had a lot of fun just messing around with the tools. Guild Wars 2's world map has expanded a lot over the last decade, so there's already a pretty broad set of decorations available. It's multiple regions and aesthetics, and it's kind of fun to experiment with what's there, even if the result is just some garish dragon statue barfing rainbows. There are also a couple of new types of decoration. I really like these armor stands, which let you create a statue of your character. You just place it down, interact with it, and it will copy what you're currently wearing. And then you can set it to one of a number of fun poses. It feels like a fitting way to honour the true endgame of Guild Wars 2, fashion. There's a matching weapon
fashion endgame.
So if you want to fill your home with reminders of the many, many hours you spent crafting legendaries, you're good. Naturally, if you're going to show off your collection, you'll need to invite your friends along. And while they're there, if you trust them, you can let them decorate your homestead too. There's a special permission in the menu that turns on group decorating, but it does mean that they'll have access to your library and can just place and modify things around the map. Overall, I'm impressed with what I've seen. Player housing is one of the bigger features on the community's wish list, and the toolset here should let
this
more
looks so
artistic
good.
players some really cool, surprising builds.
Oh my god, the old school Lion's Arch Lion.
Although, if you are a guild decorator looking on in Envy, ArenaNet did say that the new decoration skills and placement options are going to be ported over to guild halls too. Really, for me, it's the smaller touches that I'm most excited about. Hangout for my alts, a stable for my mounts, and the ability to show off the weapons and items that I've spent time creating. I'm probably not going to spend hours painstakingly creating an entire village from the ground up, but I love the idea of having a space that celebrates my in-game achievements, whether that's through decorations that recognise some big end-game accomplishment, or just a massive statue that shows off some cool armor that I spent ages crafting. Guild Wars 2 players will be able to get their own homestead on August 20 when Janthia Wilds releases.
Oh my god, I'm hyped for that. That's sick. I can promise I will not draw penises in your homestead, however, Den. You think I'm going to give you guys permission to edit my homestead? I don't trust any of you. Besides, you don't have to do it in my homestead. You can do it in the guild hall, because they said they're upgrading the guild hall decorations. The guild hall is a group instance. While I am the guild leader and I may tell you off, I can't technically stop you from decorating it in a way that you want. However, my home instance is mine and I can tell you off for doing that. Holy shit, I want that. It looks good. And it's the Spear Beast tomorrow. Oh my god, I'm actually going to be streaming tomorrow, but I said I was going to go do the story because I'm not technically up to date. Aw, I'm away this weekend as well, so I can't do the beta. That's a shame. You're back? Oh my god, you missed so much. You missed so much. Oh god, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm hyped now. I got the Guild Wars hype again. If it's any consolation, I am downloading Guild Wars 2 right now. I found my account. Nice. Oh yeah, the whole reason I freaking loaded up Guild Wars was to double check which bloody server I was on. I'm pretty sure it's Borderless Pass. Yeah, it's Borderless Pass. You can just about see it there behind me. Yeah. Hang on, let me turn it off. Yeah, just here. Borderless Pass is the world I am in. Well, the Alliance thing is fully announced. The servers don't matter for we anymore, so you just need to be in the same guild. Ah, fair enough. Just, yeah, I guess the specification is you just need to be in the American ones, because again, I think you can guest on any American servers, but you can't guest. See how it grayed out there? You can't guest on European servers. You can transfer for money, but you can guest. So there's Borderless Pass, which is mine, and oh look, who's this? It's a friend. So, yeah, so Borderless Pass is where I am, but it doesn't technically matter. But obviously, if you're in the same world as me, it's simpler. Yee! Look at all these friends that don't come on anymore. That's cool. There's Neriment. Things are a bit nutty. There's swimsuits now. Yeah, they've dropped like a summer thing. They've got the speedboat and the swimsuits and stuff. But anyway. It's all good. It's all good stuff. Yeah. Like I said, because there's no sub. They drop new cosmetics all the time because that's the primary way that they, keep the servers running. I think that's the sound of Spook arriving home. Yeah. I did convince Spook to play Guild Wars, but all it did was made him realise that no, he doesn't like MMOs. Sad no lizard race. Yes, this true. But Charas are so good. There's also no cute cat boys. How dare you, Chara cute. Chara can be cute. They haven't seen my fairy chart. Oh my god, your chart is so cute. If you have a screenshot of them, Crystal, I just realised I never turned my face back on. If you have a screenshot, Crystal, you should post it in the Discord. Right now, she's a swimsuit model. Do it. Luke is home, and I think I can hear him immediately going to the freezer. Hydrate. I should probably text Spook and just be like, if you're gonna make pasta, I'm doing pasta for tea. We're supposed to waste away. Hell yeah. I'm hyped to like play Guild Wars again tomorrow now. Finish off the bit of story that we haven't done. We're supposed to waste away. Throw that stuff away. About the gliders. Well, once you get like a griffin and a sky scale, yeah, you kind of don't use the glider anymore, I guess. But yeah, you get a glider. Gliders are useful because they stop you from falling to your death, because if you leap off a cliff, you can panic pull out your glider and just be like, ah! And let me tell you, there's been plenty of times in Final Fantasy where I've leapt off a cliff, forgotten that I don't have a glider, and died. Posting in Discord, warning you have been warned. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, Krista! Look at her! Oh my god, that last picture. Holy shit! Oh my god, guys, look in the gaming channel. Look in the gaming channel. She's so cute! Oh my god, look at this. Look at her! What do you mean Guild Wars doesn't have cute cats? Look how cute this cat is! He's so cute! I love her. So soft. Fantastic. Rosa has claimed Graha as her own is what I meant. This is true. This is true. You know what? I'm half on tonight. Yay! Why not? The Final Fantasy servers are down. Go play Guild Wars. You don't need to buy a subscription. Oh, son of a bitch, the symmetry wasn't on when I did these horns either. I have to redo these two. Damn it. Uh-oh, Substance is having a think again. I bet it's the heat. I haven't had problems with Substance since we upgraded, but I bet the heat is making my computer stutter. kind of wondering where the turtle mount is going to live. I assume in the stable. Wait, I don't have the turtle. I never did that quest. Because I was too busy, like, gunning it for the story. Oop, how did I end up copying the shading? That was weird. How did I end up copying the shading? I obviously pressed some kind of combo of keys that I wasn't aware of. As much as we're talking about Guild Wars, I still need to decide if I'm going to pre-order Dawn Trail purely so I can get that earring. Did you fix the mirrored fin? I did, yes. I went back and redid it. I thought I moved all of this stuff far enough apart, but I don't think I did. Lives. I think Spook is getting the table ready for dinner, which means he has the big hungry. If there's one thing I want Guild was it's some good beetle skins. Last time I checked there were like 2. Yeah. The beetle doesn't have great skins. I'm not gonna look it up because I need to be ending stream really. I'm gonna finish this one. Well, not finish it, but I'm gonna put this bit of white on it. That's there for me to blur when I next get back to it. Which again, we won't be doing this week, because on Friday, our art stream, it's a charity art stream, and I'm going to be in Clip Studio doing 2D art, and if you donate to the charity, I will draw something for you. So, that is what is happening on Friday. I hope to see you there for it. Great, it is 5 o'clock. I'm going to go prep food. we'll be back later for D&D. I believe we are playing tonight. So I will see you then. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.